Hello there everyone. Today we're gonna do this. This is a fly I have dubbed Molten Core because it looks a lot like there is lava and stuff like that going on, and this is actually a tribute. The name is a tribute to a game I played a couple of years ago. Some of you may know what that game is, but I really enjoyed that for a couple of years. Actually, I enjoyed it so much that for a time there I lost track of fishing. Well, that's luckily some years back now, but still it was a good game and I had a lot of fun with that. So I kind of wanted to, because we're nerds and stuff like that, at least I am, I wanted to name some flies after something that I spent a lot of time doing. So this fly series is called Wow, basically it's a very easy pattern. We only use 3 materials. Kind of like tanking back in the day. Bucktail in orange, some speckled flesh and fleshaboo in gold, and some grizzly orange fleshaboo. Basically, very simple, very easy to do, but it's a pattern that truly looks awesome both in the water and also in your box. It's kind of like I'm thinking. I've been trying for quite some time to actually build some patterns, design some patterns that was very easy, very effective, fairly cheap, in order to get more people started on tying tubes. And basically this is going to be it, and you can vary the colors quite enormously with this, but basically the pattern here, the build of this fly here can be applied to any color you wish and any color you like, and it's fairly simple. First, the bucktail here, and I tie this so the points here are pointing forward, and I simply just take these and force them backwards here, like so. Again, I make sure that they are completely, or as completely as possible, evenly distributed around the tube here. The advantages with the tubes are you can change your hook sets, and you'll never have to deal with rusty hooks and stuff like that. But also it's way easier to apply a hook set with or without a wriggle tail. You don't have to apply the wriggle tail to that specific pattern, and that's quite an advantage. Also, you can add the rattles if you like the rattles, or you can leave them out and stuff like that. So it's a lot more versatile to use the tube systems with rigs than it is with basically just hooked flies. So I'm gonna take a bundle of this. This is speckled gold fleshaboo, and I must say the bundles of this fleshaboo is just enormous. I've tied, I don't know, I think there's 8 flies lying around here with this pack so far, and I think you can actually do 10 flies or so with one package of this, and it's a fairly inexpensive flash material, so really cool. And these speckled colors are just awesome. I have a speckled silver here that really is nice. I'm looking forward to doing another variant of this fly with red and speckled silver and stuff like that. So really cool. What I do here is simply I just pull it a bit out here, so the ends here is not completely uniform in length, and then I tie it so the longer part of this flesh is going to be out, is going to be forward, so around 5 centimeters, 5 to 8 centimeters, something like that, is going to be pointing backwards like this. Again, I try to distribute it as evenly as I can all the way around here. And before I really apply the pressure here, I make sure that all the flesh fibers are are caught in my tying thread here, like so. I'm gonna hold that off to the side there, like that. So basically now I have it where I want it to, and I just make sure that their flesh is all the way around, and it wasn't here. So before I tie this in and use a lot of force, I simply just force some of this flesh here around. So it's as evenly distributed all the way around as possible, like so. And I'm gonna try to hold everything in the right direction like this. And then I'm gonna apply some pressure like that. this can be a bit difficult. You can get some pretty nice pins or clamps or whatever these are called for you know for hair and stuff like that, and these are very usable if you use them correctly for flies like this. So basically, one of these will the ones I have here in metal is not a very good one because the opening is not that big, but it will do the job for now. And as you can see, it really helps me out here. So basically, that's the first part. Then I take some orange Flashabou here. This is Grizzly Orange, and I must say, Hedron, who makes the Flashabou material, are just absolutely phenomenal. They do the greatest stuff ever, and the bundle here is the same size as in the other Flashabou. You get a lot of value for your money, but also you get a quality that is unmatched anywhere. And with quality, I mean you get something that really lasts a long time, even though it's you know being hammered by pikes and teeth and stuff like that. It will continue to have its color, and it will really stand a lot of abuse, which is something that it's Christmas time here, and you can buy a lot of different tinsels and stuff like that in Christmas shops, but and those will work for flies as well. The only problem is they very often lose their sparkle, lose their color very rapidly in the water. So basically, the stuff can be cheap, and yeah, really it is cheap. But what you get is something that is cheap. You'll get something that will not last for a long time. At least that's my experience. Well, basically, if you like dull-looking bleached flies, then that's nice as well. But this will outlast any of the cheap stuff. Like so, good. And you see, I did completely the same with the orange grizzly ones, and then now I take another bundle of bucktail, and I'm gonna tie this in exactly the same way as I did the first one. Simply just gonna give it a quick rinse there, turn it around in my hands. Oh yeah, I can do the super glue after this. Again, I try to distribute this as evenly as possible, and this is probably the most difficult part of this fly, is to get this bucktail here distributed evenly all the way around, because the flash will love to get in your way. So basically like that, and like before, I make 2 or 3 turns that is not where there's not a lot of pressure, and I look around and I see, oh, here's some on the side. And here on this side I didn't get enough bucktail, so I basically just take some and just manipulate it out onto the side. Then I look all the way around. Oh yeah, there's bucktail all the way around. And then I take a few more turns, and now I apply the pressure like that. And you can, if you like, simply hold back some of this and then cut off some of that bucktail there. It's not something you necessarily need to do. It will just add a bit of bulk and give your fly a bit more bulk, and that's, well, basically a good thing. You can. It will make your fly maybe look a little better, but, well, it's not something that's very necessary. So you have all this stuff just hanging out. Actually, you have kind of like a whole fly that's pointing out forward from your tube now, which is a good thing. And you want the longer fibers to be out in front, because this will make your fly, when you turn the rest of it in a second, have the right tapering and make it stand out more. So basically I do this, do the whip finish now on top of my super glue, like so. And then I take everything from this and I take a cone head, a Futurefly cone head. And Futurefly are the only manufacturer that makes cone heads that fit these big tubes. And I put this cone on here. I simply just try to fan this out how it's supposed to be, like that. And then see where it's supposed to go, like so. Pulling all of that backwards. Removing my clip here. And then I take my cone head and apply that. Distribute the flesh so it lies in its natural, kind of like natural order. Off to the side. And then I hold everything and then I really squeeze in order to make this cone head force everything to be in the right place. then I really hold back on that, and I take my bobbin again. Now I have to use my teeth to ensure I get this all the way up to where it's needed, like so. And there I'm gonna tie a bit more tying thread, like so, to make a small dentation, a small bump of tying thread that will keep my head in place, that will keep my cone head in the exact right position, like so. You could also just apply some UV glue or stuff like that, but I like to do it with if you haven't got the UV glue, if you're just beginning, because UV glue is a bit expensive, you know. So if you haven't got that, then this is the easiest and most efficient way of doing this. So basically, there you have it. Just gonna make a whip finish here. Cut that off. What? Say what? I'm gonna glue it to get on there as well. For some reason it simply just fell off now. Not gonna stand that for that. Like so. And stay there, like that. Maybe I should use a bit more tying thread then. You know, that's the stuff that can happen, you know. Of course it happens when you're tying, like that. Now it's gonna stay there. Like so, and then a new whip finish, and, you know, rinse and repeat with the glue. All you need to do now after this is to simply, you know, free it from your tube fly vise, and melt the cone, melt the small part of the front part of this tubing here. So I'm gonna do that. And as you can see, completely awesome looking molten core fly here. And all the shorter parts we used here and all the bucktail here will make sure that this fly will stand out and have the bulk and the volume that will look good. It will move a lot of water, so it will be nice and good in murky water as well, because it will move some water and affect the sideline and stuff like that. Really light fly, easy to cast, easy to tie, inexpensive, and basically a pretty good go-to pattern for you know, any bugs. So, well, basically that's it, the molten core. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching.